Alright, hey guys, this is take two. The first time I tried to start this video, I took a picture of my shoes and feet, and I thought the video was going, so the project's already underway, and that's my fault. So let me get you guys up to speed. We got the ambulance disassembled. Here's what I've got going on with the chassis. It's torn apart. I tell you what, getting the chassis off that body, the hardest part was getting the light out of the hole from the top of the body there. Reason being is years ago I tried like a magic marker to get that light blue because it was originally a white light, and I think I finally ended up using like a nail polish. So as the nail polish heated up from the light bulb, it kind of adhered itself to the center of that hole. So that was the hardest part as far as getting the chassis undone. I tested the chassis against the transformer. It did not work, but the light lit up. So I tore it apart. And we're going to go ahead and clean that. And you know what I'm thinking about doing? As far as the front end there, how I had to extend it, the axles there, I might completely redo that. The reason being is originally, I don't know if there's any left. Oh yeah, a little bit of paint missing there. You see that? Yeah, right there on the axle. That axle assembly housing, that was a Q-tip. That's all it was. It's a little hollowed out piece of plastic. Did it work? Yeah. But I've got better ways to do it, and that's just a mess of glue in there. That's just a gob of glue in there. So again, years and years and years ago, you used what you had, and at the time, I didn't have a small pipe to use as like an axle housing, so I used Q-tip. Seemed to work, but I think we might improve that. Now, I had speculated, because it had been so many years, let me get the body over here for us, and I was right. You see in there, those screw posts? Sorry, but those are rubber. That's all I had. That's all I had. Again, I didn't have a metal post that I could just go get from the hobby store or anything like that, or a plastic, post or something, something that would work real good. So I used an extension cord that Dad had, and I, since it was broke anyways, just chopped a little bit of the casing off and used it. Again, gobs of glue. We might redo those as well. So guys, we're getting into it. It's going to be a bit of a project. It's going to be fun though. I think we're going to redo it. When I'm done, I'm going to be happy with it. When I got done the first time, it was okay. I think I can do a lot better. And again, we got a bunch of projects coming up here for you guys. There's a couple of them. Oh, you see the Lincoln and the, what is it, the dune buggy behind it? Both those look like they were completely painted. I love trying to strip the paint off and get them to look as good as we can. I can't wait to dive into that Lincoln. That's going to be fun. It looks like somebody painted it with silver. And on eBay, it's absolutely cheap. So if I can restore it, I'm going to make more than my money on it. All right, guys, let me figure out what's coming up next in the next segment. Alright, I started by getting the screw post out of it, and then the residual glue that was there. Got that out of there pretty good, and I discovered that the back hatch opens up. It wasn't glued or nothing. I thought the bugger was like shut, but I recall now, yes, it's got a hinge here, and it works. I made it work. I'm keeping the back screw post. Reason being is when I cut the new ones, I've got the length. I might cut it just a hair bigger and just sand them down to perfection, the way I want it. But we got the screw post out, and that's a good thing. Again, I saved them. The bonuses is that the back works there, so that's coming along. Next, I'm probably going to. I'm going over it. That thing is glued in place. The front wheels here, those are absolutely glued in place really well. I know I can do better though. I'm just going back and forth on it. Let me do this. Let me get the chassis running first and see how it goes. Okay guys, I do believe the chassis is as clean as it's going to get. I got the shoes clean. I got the engine plate. The gears are clean. The engine clamps clean. I had to defer the crown gear back there, the back axle. And that right there, that is the Q-tip I used, hollowed out Q-tip, plastic Q-tip. And I'm going to replace that with a metal tubing that I've got. And the brushes are clean. The brush springs are clean. Everything's clean, ready for reassembly. I'm going to do that, get it oiled up. Then I'm going to work on the front there, getting that tube and getting it re-glued there. The two little tubes that are sticking out there, the little white dots there, yeah, right there. Those are the Q-tips as well, and I just sanded them a second ago, making sure that they're even and whatnot. So again, time for reassembly now. A couple drops of oil. Good news, bad news. Good news, chassis is on, and I just touched it to the transformer a second ago, and the light went supernova and burned out. So that's just another step to me. It's just another step to me that, hey, we got to replace the light. The other thing we got to do is I got to find my damn soldering gun now. Okay, like I was saying, to address the next step, we got to change that light out. I'm going to forgo that step right now, and here's why. I just looked for my soldering iron. I don't know, about 25, 30 boxes I went through. And it's, I'm guessing, 4:30, 5 o'clock here in Florida in the morning, and it is just brutally hot out. So I'm going to not look for that right now. I just soon go buy a new one than look for that damn thing right now. So I'm going to move on to a different part of the project. The housing that held the front axle is right there, and I found some tubing, some PVC tubing. I was looking for the metal stuff, but this stuff fits perfectly. The end is kind of gnarly there, so I'm going to sand that up. I'm going to cut it the same length, and then we'll probably reattach it. Okay, getting ready to glue the front assembly on there. I got the chassis raised up the way I want it. I got the front part on there with the axle in there. Everything's lined up. I just have to glue it in place. When I get done, see if I can get a better picture of it. The shoes just slightly touch the inside of the rims, just slightly. So when I get done, everything's dried up. I do have some rims that are a little bit thinner. It'll give it a little bit more play in there. Then the shoes won't rub against the rims there, and everything should roll real good. So after I get that glued up, we're going to go to the screw post. They'll be next. All right, it is looking good. It is drying. Guys, I swear, I moved it 6 inches. I must have touched it 50 times. You know, I got it. That's the reason I moved it. I don't want to touch anymore. I have a hard time with that. Okay, now, screw post time. I've got a square piece of PVC there that I'm going to use as a screw post. The reason I like it so much is there's the inside diameter, the hole there, the inside diameter, the square there. When you go to thread the screw, it's very easy to do. It's like the perfect diameter. It's easier to thread than any other screw post that I've done. I mean, it really is. This stuff, you do it a few times and you're done. You're done. It's really easy to do. So I'm going to cut it to length and thread the ends that we need, and I'm going to let that front axle and everything just dry. Just going to let it dry. I'm not going to touch anymore. All right, guys, that's next. Okay, I think I got them pretty much cut to length. I'm going to sand the ends there. Then we're going to go ahead and thread them with the screws there, and that shouldn't take long at all. Okay, that's where we're at. Got the screw posts all threaded up, ready to go. I'm going to get rid of those. I don't need the old screw posts whatsoever. And that is still drying as far as the front axle and all that stuff. That's still drying. So we're going to give it plenty of time to dry thoroughly. We'll attach the screw posts if we have to do any sanding or modifying whatsoever. Don't think we will. I cut them really good, sanded them really good. So we'll see how it goes. And I know the project will be incomplete until I can find that damn soldering iron. But guys, it is humid here in Florida like you wouldn't believe, and just going through the box and everything started dripping wet. So anyways, that's where we're at. When this gets dry, we will continue. Alright, I'm getting ready to check to see if that glue is dry. Should be. We talked about the screw post earlier. We'll get to that in just a second. It's been a number of hours. It's only boiling here in Florida. I'm thinking it's like 90, 91 degrees, something like that. Humidity's got to be in the, I don't know, mid, upper 60s, something like that. And whenever that happens, the temperature can be well over 100. I'm predicting probably 106, 108 as far as the heat index. I tell you what, just for fun, my wife and I were on our vacation, and we stopped in Vegas, and we kept hearing, hey, it was dry heat, dry heat, dry heat. I got tired of hearing about dry heat. It's like, listen, if it's 108, I don't care if it's dry heat. If you stick your head in an oven and it's 108 degrees, it's still hot. I don't care if it's dry heat, it's still hot, still hot. So anyways, we're going to go ahead and, again, I've got to the screw posts. They're done. I believe they're done. And that should be dry. As hot as it is here, it probably dried solid. So let me go ahead and see if we can get the screw post mounted, and we'll get it on the body here in just a sec. Look at there, good. Got both screw posts in. Doing good, doing good. Let's do this. I'm thinking about it right now. Let's do this. Let's go ahead and put it on the track. Okay, get on the track. The transformer here. Good. And give it some juice. Yeah, it runs nice. With the extended front end like that, and it runs that smooth, that's fine. That's absolutely fine. You know what? Absolutely wonderful. Now that looks good. That looks real good. That looks real good. Okay, let's do this. Next, we'll be putting the, probably gluing up the, because I'm not gonna do the light now. I'm gonna put the body on and see if you can glue it up. When I find my soldering iron, we'll do the light. That'll be another video, another project. But we're getting so close. I just can't wait to get it on the track. I'm gonna go ahead and glue it up there. That'll be next. Okay, get ready to glue the screw posts in. I know exactly where they're going on the ambulance here. Right, the back screw post will be right behind the hinge on the ambulance, and the front one just in front of the windshield is where it's going to go. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put some glue on the screw posts themselves. We'll do that. I'm also going to put some glue where they need to be in the ambulance. I'm going to let them dry for about, I don't know, 30, 45, maybe 60 seconds. Then when I stick them together, that's it. Now to make sure that there's even spacing between the chassis and the body there, I'm going to use these tires. These are some Repro T-Jet tires. I love them. They've got some great grip to them. I'm going to put them between the body and the chassis. And what they should do is they'll hold the body and the chassis evenly to where when the screw posts dry, it'll be right where I want it to be. So let me go ahead and get it glued up, and let's see what's next, guys. Okay, I do believe I'm done with the re-gluing of these screw posts, guys. I really do. I've got, you see those tires? They're making sure that it's the same distance all the way around. The front axle in place where it should be. I can't wait to get on. Alright, everything should be dry. It's been plenty of time. I'm going to get those tires out of the side there, then keeping the screw post in place, and then we'll put it on the track. Alright, just get on the track. Let's see what we get, guys. Yeah, looking good. Looking good. Alright. I know it's, let me stop it there. I know it's not complete without the light. I'm going to call it, let's do this. Let's just put it on the back burner until I get under the light in there. Then we will call it complete. But overall, much better. Got the screw post in. We're going to redo that light, then it's going to be complete. Alright guys, again, I've got a number of things coming over here. Cool projects. We're going to be starting them right away. Alright, have fun. Hope you enjoyed the ambulance, guys.